together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
The Trigon could be anywhere. Close formation.
Form up and move.
Look, the beast changes its vector. Rally and relocate, brothers. Tyranid! If there was Xenos biomass on scope. Here comes the Trigon! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Foul Tyranid marked.
The beast dare not challenge us here!
The bastard! Get on the line! They just keep coming!
Not stall here!
Tarry not and scatter not. Tunnels towards our position. Fill up on stings. Where shall I plant this flag?
Pressure on that wound!
This foothold is a bulwark against the burrower. Rally and relocate, brothers.
Monstrosity on the prowl!
Be ready to move!
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep. Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations. This location makes us easy prey. Swap positions. Transport level status. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Ignore the servo scout and focus on footholds. Shoot them, not me! Looking out, magazines!
Lift has arrived. Now to the
That silenced the two-leaf fire chicken.
Ignoel welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
I want to take a chainsaw to this servo.
Meridian. The servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am... Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Place your faith in Magos Gallio, brothers.
A suggestion, abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6, if you ever speak to him again. That Trigon is a greater threat than a malfunctioning servo skull.
You know what the malfunction. Gun beast! It must not be allowed to fire!
Once that servo skull on mission complete. Quiet. The damnable thing might be blocking our words.
That is heretical behavior! That is where we need to be. The Trigon desires battle. Before the day's end, it shall die at our hands.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Metrian has failed.
Vagos, we have a Trigon complication.
Failed. Summon legions of Xenos.
Astartes, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munition.
And the flesh from the Xenos.
on the Xeno swarm spots! Another Tyranid menace thwarted.
Primitives will digest your flesh as biomass.
Move, brothers! We're near the facility!
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
Muster at my location.
Seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids, and you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Search the area for a power cell.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark. Light and darkness, how easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facility's network. Metrian will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles. I will gladly rip her brain from these sockets.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Connection is
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender clods of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools.
Science! Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to say.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
That's the
Swapping power packs!
Gather to me, brothers! Follow me through. Resupply. Rarely do operations have a clean exit. There is located extra stems. The Imperium provides. Load up. Telling what surprises await. Equipment there. Thank you.
Meridian, I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about.
Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Shell-causing as waste ones.
Inserting rounds. Fill up on stims. Waste nothing, brothers.
Another cruel way. Better melter charge.
Eradicate the vermin from the tunnels. Die, vomit of parasites.
Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges. Guard yourself, brothers!
gods.
Magos, how well did you know Metrian?
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn.